What's good, family? What's good, family? I am here again for another story time. So go ahead and get your blunts and roll up. And if you don't smoke, that's cool. Go ahead and get your cups and pull up because we are here to talk about a very one of my favorite Orishas. And we are here to talk about Eshu. Eshu and Alegba. They're the same person but kind of different forms. Alegba is the older version of he appears as an old man, and Eshu appears as a young boy, a child, very childlike. And a lot of people don't know that Halloween is associated with Eshu because Eshu loves candy. If you want to give any offering to the Orisha Eshu, candy, cigars, rum, alcohol, all of that. He loves all of that. Like candy, that's where the trick or treat comes from. Because Eshu teaches us lessons. And Eshu teaches you be careful what you ask for because you just might get it. So when you come into the Orisha Eshu, you need to really be precise in what you ask him. You really need to know what it is you're asking him and word it just like that. Eshu is the door opener. Eshu is the key holder to all of the other Orishas. When you send your messages to the Orisha, you have to go through Eshu. He makes sure the messages get sent to the Orishas. Like he is the messenger. That's why he is considered one of the most important Orishas to ever exist. And Eshu was actually created by Olodumare himself, and he was the last Orisha to actually become an Orisha because he sat back and watched all of the other Orishas. You know how you had that one day to sit back and be like, oh, okay. He's like, no, just sit right here, Eshu. I want you to observe and see what these other guys are doing right here, so you will know how to move. That is also why he is the most important Orisha. That is also why he is able to make sure our messages get communicated correctly to the Orishas. But sometimes he can be associated. People like to associate my Eshu with the devil for some reason because it's they like I told you, be careful what you ask Eshu for because Eshu gonna give it to you just how you ask for it. And Eshu teaches us lessons throughout life. Karma is an understatement. Eshu can be a trickster, but it's lessons in what he teaches you. So when bad things happen, they try to blame it on the devil instead of just looking at themselves. So that's Eshu for you right there. Eshu favorite colors is red and black, and a number that is associated with Eshu is the number 3. And Mondays are Eshu's day, the third day of each month. That goes back to the number 3. And sometimes when you see Eshu, he sometimes have silver coins all over him. He wears a straw hat, and sometimes he will have on a red handkerchief. And it kind of depends. It goes back to the Eshu as the little child and the Alegba as the older man. So there goes that straw hat and the red handkerchief. That would go back to kind of the Legba side instead of the Eshu side. You get what I'm saying? So again, they says that he is the most sexual Orisha as well. He's one of the most sexual Orishas as well. But you have to understand, Eshu just like to have a good time, baby. Eshu, you know what I'm saying? Eshu says, hey, I'm communicating to all the Orishas. I got to have me a good time every now and then and again. And remember, whenever you are holding a ceremony, Eshu should be the first and the last to be mentioned in the ceremony. Because, again, he is the Lord of the Crossroads, also known as the Divine Messenger. And Eshu was he was the youngest that helped heal Obalata. And it's like they was like, this little boy can't. He was like, no, I can heal him. I can heal him. And they like, oh, Eshu, move out the way. You can't. Eshu, you don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? We've been initiated. You get what I'm saying? Like, we are the Orishas. He's like, no, I can heal him. And when I tell you, Eshu moved them people to the side and went over there and placed that hand over him and healed the shit out of him. Ola Damar as well. And it was just like he helped them. You get what I'm saying? Heal. So they was like, what the fuck? This little boy over here healing people? So it was up after that. You know what I'm saying? Eshu was like, yay, I told y'all quit playing with me. I've been sitting in the cut. Don't play with me now. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. That's where the movie Candyman, they got that whole concept from about Eshu. And you know how Hollywood, they'll put their little twist and their little mix on it. But that is where the Candyman comes in. You get what I'm saying? So, Eshu is one of the most important Orishas. And one thing, Oya actually helped to assist with raising Eshu. So that is like her little baby. Like, she, like, he can do no wrong in Oya's eyes. Like, she loves Eshu. Like, even though they be like, you know how you had that one little child that's always in the shit and their mama like, nah, my baby, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Even though Oya was not his mother, she did take a hand in, you know what I'm saying, helping to raise Eshu or guide him. Let's say that, not raise, but guide him. So you don't want to like get on like Oya represents hurricane transformation and Eshu is the Lord at the crossroads. So you don't want to get on either one of their bad side, because like Eshu loves Oya and Oya loves Eshu. So if you haven't watched my videos on Oya, please go back and check her out. Yes. So again, until the next story time, Ashe.